Hi guys, yesterday we were talking about the benefits of having the sheet music to the Boogie Woogie classics, and we were looking at Roll and Pete, which is a bit of a complicated Boogie Woogie, and we were talking about the fact that we're lucky we're living in an era where we have world-class quality Boogie Woogie sheet music with the exact notes written out in a way that a previous generation never had. You know, in a previous generation, 20, 30 years ago, you really had to figure out the notes yourself, and any of the sheet music that was around was pretty inaccurate and had nothing to do with what was actually being played. But now we've got the accurate sheet music, so anybody who's got the skill of reading sheet music no longer has to spend all those years working out the exact notes that Albert Ammons, Meade Lux Lewis and Pete Johnson played. And we looked yesterday, if you come over here, camera person, we looked at our transcription of Roll and Pete, which you can get on our website, and we looked at the introduction. But also, what it's very good for is working out the left hand, because the left hand that the great masters played, like Pete Johnson and Albert Ammons, is often quite tricky. But as you can see in our transcription here, we've actually got Pete Johnson's left hand written out. And it's a fair, I don't think we've done it before, but it's a fairly simple left hand. I'm actually going to start here. Can you see here where my hand is, camera person, and I'm going to go up here. I don't know if you can be able to follow me as I read it, but I'm going to play these few bars so you can see what this simple left hand actually looks like. So I'm going to start here, so sort of. Over the page. Now, just having that left hand, if you just actually come in, camera person, and film the left hand, this is a Pete Johnson left hand, see if you can play it. It's fairly simple. The chord I'm putting here in the right hand is G, B flat, C and E. It's like a second inversion of a C7 if you want to get technical. Just vamp together and you'll get a kind of Pete Johnson sound. Actually, Pete Johnson does it a lot quicker. Is to see how we can take a little, we don't have to read the whole sheet music note for note from beginning to end like a piece of classical music. You know, I mean, this transcription is, come over here, camera person, this transcription is about 11 pages long. But what you can do when you get a cool way of using the transcriptions is just, for example, picking the left hand, because it can be quite intimidating reading the whole score, you know, because it's quite complicated. This is not a simplified version of the piece, and that's an important message to put out there, because a lot of the transcriptions out there are kind of abridged, which means shortened, or even worse, simplified. You do not want to get a simplified transcription. You really want 100% authentic note for note transcriptions of what the artists were playing, even if it's very complex on the written page. But what you can do is, when you get the sheet music, is just take a little extract from it. Just, for example, what we've done here is just look at the left hand. So you might say this is all very, very difficult, but the left hand actually looks quite easy. So to start your sheet music odyssey, all you might do is say, right, I'm just going to learn the left hand. So you might just want to come in here. It actually starts on the 4 chord, you know, but you might just say, all I'm going to do for a week is just learn the Pete Johnson left hand. So you can see idea, and then just start vamping with the left hand. So what we've done in this lesson, we've kind of extracted a simple part from the sheet music, and we just are putting a very simple vamp around it in order to kind of get us into the sheet music. So that's a cool way of really using the sheet music if your sheet music skills aren't up to par, or if you're still learning the piano, is to take the left hand, just the left hand, and you can see exactly the notes that Albert Ammons, Pete Johnson, Mead Lux Lewis or Pinetop Smith is playing, and just learn the left hand for a week and begin to put a simple improvisation with it. And you're going to begin to build up your chops doing it that way. So that's a cool way of using the sheet music, and of course our sheet music stale is on at the moment. Camera person, I know the muse has spoken to you, you've been out meditating at dawn. I want to hear your poetic endeavours.
The muse has spoken, yes. We had a nice chat this morning, the muse and I. Right.
Have you been taking your tablets?
No. Right. Buy the sheet music at a discount price. Improve your boogie woogie playing in a trice. I won't say it once, I'll say it twice. Buy the sheet music at a discount price. Improve your boogie woogie playing in a trice. I won't say it once, I'll say it twice.
So you said it twice, wonderful, and it also rhymed today as well.
It did, yes.
So obviously your poetic muse has been spoken to. What do you think about the concept of, you know, the Greek concept of the muses? You know, you had various muses in Greek, in the arts in ancient Greek, and you know, you had a muse for dance, you had a muse for poetry, you had a muse for whatever. And the muse had to speak to you. What do you think about the concept of having inspiration from the muse, or do you think it's sort of hard work, camera person?
I think inspiration is a lot of it. Yeah, obviously a bit of hard work, just as with boogie woogie playing, there's a bit of is a mixture of hard work and also just inspiration. And
would you say it's 90% perspiration and 10% inspiration?
I don't know. I think there's a bit more inspiration than that.
Okay, you're not into the hard work.
No, I am into hard work, but
Really?
sometimes hard work is overrated, and sometimes a bit of inspiration or creativity or just going away and thinking about things and doing something different can inspire you more.
Make sure you also visit the Camera Person fan club page.
Yes.
It's gone viral since you've started speaking again.
What, like 2 people have liked it, have they?
No, 2.5 people.
Oh, have they? That was someone's pet, wasn't it?
But you haven't posted on the page. I mean,
No.
the page is dormant.
Oh.
So, you know, you need to post something
I might
actually
post
on
something. Maybe your subscribers could tell me what kind of things they'd like to see posted.
Just post Camera Person like things.
Okay,
you know.
I'll see what I can do.
And also the subscribe. Can you do a subscribe poem? We've got our subscribe button here. If you're visiting the channel,
There is a limit to the amount of things that rhyme with subscribe.
Come on.
Imbibe of the vibe.
You've said that one before.
Well, I'll tell you what. I bet your subscribers couldn't come up with many rhymes for subscribe. It's a difficult word to write.
Listen, I think
it's a bit like orange. Orange apparently has very few rhymes.
Yeah,
that's not a rhyme,
orange
is it?
is
That's not a real
mountain
word.
range in Wales.
Yeah, no. Orange apparently is something that has very few rhymes.
Yes, I think I told you that.
No, I found that out myself actually.
Okay, are you going to do a subscribe?
Yeah, I tried the one about the tribe.
Well,
but you
just
weren't
do it
having
again then.
Okay, join the tribe.
The tribe is joined by clicking that button.
Yes, make sure you subscribe and get with the vibe.
Well said, Camera Person. I'm totally impressed with your poetic prowess. The muse has spoken, and we will talk to you, Camera Person,
Very soon.